Welcome to Binge Watchers, where we talk about the stories and characters we love and the shows they live in. My name is Ron, and let's talk about Season 1 of the Netflix original, American Vandal. And also, welcome to this Airbnb I'm in Boston. American Vandal is pretty much Netflix making fun of itself and a whole bunch of other people and doing it very, very well. So the first thing I'll say that if you've watched Making a Murderer or listened to podcasts like S-Town or Serial, you're gonna have way more fun with this show. You don't have to watch or listen to these things to enjoy the show, but it will make the experience better. So, American Vandal is supposedly a documentary made by Peter, a high school student, very much in the style of Making a Murderer, about an incident that went down at the high school. Someone spray painted 27 dicks on 27 different cars in the high school parking lot, cars owned by the faculty. In his documentary, Peter follows the case, but specifically he follows Dylan Maxwell. Dylan is one of the kids in the school, and everybody just assumes that Dylan did it. He just fits the profile. He's always interrupting in class and pulling pranks, and people generally see him as kind of dumb. But above all, he's a notorious dick drawer. So Dylan gets suspended, and Peter and his best friend Sam try to investigate. They want to see if Dylan really did the dicks. Or was he wrongfully punished while someone else got away with it? Did the school suspend him and possibly ruin his chances of going to college just because they assumed it was him? So there are a few things to talk about here. I think this show is nothing short of brilliant. It doesn't really play out like a parody. It's much more like a drama, and a pretty compelling drama at that. It's not even like one of those comedies where they have serious dramatic actors say just ridiculous stuff, and then the comedy comes from, seeing Morgan Freeman say something really stupid. At the beginning of the show, you might be like, oh, this is like Making a Murderer, but about dicks. But by episode 3, you'll be like, I want to know who did the dicks. So it definitely is funny, and it's beautiful. I mean, production quality-wise, it's at the same level as Making a Murderer. I wouldn't be surprised if some of the same people were involved in this. And there's also genuine character development in this. The function of Dylan or Peter or any of the other characters really is not like the function of a character in a comedy, where the point is to get them in a crazy situation to make us laugh. These are surprisingly fleshed out characters that you end up caring about. I was blown away by how well the story is told here. I mean, they do keep it light and fun for a lot of it, and there are definitely a lot of laughs in this show, but there are also parts where you're exposed to some pretty dark and painful parts of the lives of these characters. And the performances are incredible, so you buy it. If we want to nitpick at this is not necessarily something a high school student could really do on his own in the time frame that the show presents with the graphics and the quality of it all, but I'm really glad that they didn't hold back. They could have done something that looked more like something a high school student, even a very talented one, could do by himself or with a friend, but then I think the show would have lost some of its charm. So yeah, I don't want to go too much into the story, because this is really the type of show where anything I say about the story itself will really just ruin it for you. You'll go into this show thinking it's probably just a quick laugh, a bit of fun, a parody about true crime shows like Making a Murderer, and it is all of those things, but it's also a surprisingly compelling story about complicated characters, a commentary about the American education system, and just a fantastic piece of visual storytelling. Also, I don't know if Peter is supposed to be a younger version of Brian Reed, but if he is, he nails it. Go listen to S-Town, because it's holy shit amazing, and then watch American Vandal, because it's a different kind of holy shit amazing, and then tell me that Peter is not channeling Brian Reed. Bottom line, should you watch it? Yes, absolutely. Watch this with your face. Watch it for the presentation alone. It looks beautiful, and it's funny and weird, and it's just a good story that's very well written and well acted and incredibly well made, and I loved it, and I really hope that they make another season. What about you? Have you watched American Vandal? What were your thoughts about it? And if you have watched it, and make sure to use spoiler tags in your comments if you're going to be talking about this, but we all agree about who did it, right? We all agree. We all know who did it. And also let me know, what are some of your other favorite documentary shows? Once again, if you're going to be talking about spoilers, please use spoiler tags in your comments. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps out a lot. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram and TV time, or you can join our Discord server where we chat about TV and it's a lot of fun. And if you're finding Binge Watchers for the first time, welcome. I'd like to invite you to join the Binge Watchers community. Come talk about TV with us. It's a lot of fun. Subscribe to the channel. But in any case, keep binging, and I will see you next time.